Hello everybody and welcome. We're going to be covering the Baros ambush mission, which is the highest level space combat mission currently available, at least one of them. First, we start with these 3 frigates that we have to take out. You always use your EMP pulse at this point because it covers the most targets this way. You try to get a few pot shots on these frigates as best as you can, because if you can take care of these now, you will take a lot less damage in the future. So if we take out the one on the right first, we switch to our we switch our power to our shields to regenerate quite a bit. Then we switch back to our weapons to prepare to fire. We should have a few fighters coming in pretty soon. Now we try to take out another frigate and then use the missiles on the first frigate on the left. Now at this point we're trying to get as many fighters as we can out of the way. Finishing up this frigate. Next up comes the Sith ship. This one is very simple, you just need to use some... See, right now I'm using my keyboard in order to maneuver away from my enemy's shots and use my missiles to take out that ship as quickly as possible, because in this mission you just will not catch a break. You will always be under fire. So you try to get a proton torpedo down in there, unload your missiles as best as you can, because 2 proton torpedoes are just not sufficient to take out that capital ship's command tower. So here we take out some of the... we avoid the meteors. It's this one, on this one the controls are not as bad right now, are not as bad as the previous one. Some of the missions are, but there's still a few tricky movements that we need to deal with. Your main mission is these invisible fighters that are very hard to see until they're very close. So you might want to shoot into the air to make sure you get them all. So try to do as much damage as possible without taking much damage. The main reason to failure here is less about getting hit by the meteors and more about just getting shot down. So we take care of a few of these. The enemy spawns I do not think change for Empire either. They always stay the same. Now we get another shot. Now this one is a little tricky. I always fail to shoot the proton torpedo there. I just get a few blaster bolts in. Now here comes the main cavalry. This is a lot of bombers and a Sith ship. So what you need to do, you need to recover your shield using the jammer. You don't even really need the jammer. You can just use kind of the evasive maneuvers that I showed you using your keyboard. Using your movement keys, you're able to control your ship's direction. That way you can dodge the enemy fire, which is what you have to do. Even with that, I do a pretty bad job. And then take care of the fighters. There are a lot of fighters here. Finish off the Sith ship. I apologize for some of the stuttering. It seems like my recording is a little glitchy with this. Now you'll catch a little bit of a break here, so you will want to recover your shields as best as you can. This idea being, as soon as you can, recover your shields. Now you're going to be approaching the last group of frigates. You get 1 extra frigate. So if you have missed one, it's not a problem. Just make sure to take care of at least 2 frigates at the very beginning. Now, by this point, your EMP should have regenerated, which is why we use our EMP so early. We unload everything onto that ship. Now we have enough HP to, like, not really be bothered with the rest of them. Now we have fulfilled our objectives. At this point, we can switch to full defensive, but I like to finish off that last frigate. Now we switch to defenses. And at this point, it's smooth sailing from here. Just a little bit maneuvering to make sure you do not hit one last meteor, and you should be all set. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope this guide helps you out. I'll see you next time.